Making juicy cheeseburgers here at the Young's house, and I'm so excited to show you how you can make your cheeseburger juicy and flavorful. We're not using buns. No, we're not using buns for this recipe. We're using fresh iceberg lettuce for the buns. And when I tell you this recipe is delicious, chef's kiss, you're gonna love it. With that nice, crisp, fresh, cold lettuce as the bun, it is everything. If you've never tried it, you're gonna wanna watch this because it's so much fun to make these kind of cheeseburgers. So right here, I have an 80-20 ground beef, okay, and I kind of let it set out at room temperature, you know. I want the chill to come off so it cooks up nice and juicy. If you take the meat right out of the refrigerator, put in the pan while it's cold, it kind of seizes up and it's always dry. So I've had it setting on the counter at least for about 15 minutes, and that's good enough, all right? So now, your favorite cheese. Whatever kind of cheese you love, that's what you're gonna do. I have yellow American cheese because it melts so creamy and dreamy. I love it. Nice, beautiful, fresh onion, or yeah, onion, and a fresh tomato. All right, so now you're gonna need some seasoning to make this thing taste good. The seasoning that I'm using today is gonna be 2 spices, black pepper and chicken bouillon powder. Chicken bouillon powder pretty much makes everything taste delicious. We know that by now, right? I have some salt because we're gonna salt and pepper that tomato. You gotta salt and pepper the tomato to make it taste good. It tastes good alone, but when you put that salt and pepper on there, can't tell nobody nothing. Look, we're gonna be using mustard and Kewpie mayo today as our dressing. Make sure your hands are clean. We're making juicy hamburgers that taste good. First thing we're gonna do, let's go ahead and patty up our meat. And then we're gonna season it real good, or you can just throw the seasoning on right now and then patty it up. It's really up to however you wanna do. I have a pound here, so this is gonna make 2 nice sized burgers, okay? So let's go ahead. When I make a hamburger, and I think about making homemade hamburgers like this, not those frozen kind, you know, the little thin ones. When you're making a burger like this, if you just make up the patty and you cook it, it's gonna be this thick. Me personally, I don't want my hamburger to be that thick, right? And when you cook it, it rises even more. The little trick that I like to do, I put a dent in the middle. And putting that dent in the middle, believe it or not, it does something really special to your burger. It makes it not rise even more. So I'm always sure to do that. And I'm gonna do like my grandma Lucille would say, don't handle the meat too much. If you handle it too much, the residual heat from your hands will kind of make this tough. So get to it, you know, make the patty and then leave it alone. Okay, so this is about the size that I'm looking for, just like that. And now we're gonna put that Make up the other one. I hope y'all are having a great day today. So tell me, I wanna hear from everybody. What's the weather like? We're in the 90s. We are in the 90s, and I mean, it's hot, but I'm loving it, y'all. I am loving it. I was laying back in pajamas. I had like a pajama set on. It's like a button-down shirt and some shorts. I was laying in the lawn chair in the sun, and they was looking at me like I was crazy, but I was enjoying it. I was getting that vitamin D in, you know. My face was sweating. That's the only thing that was sweating. And then when I came in, I was out there for a nice amount of time. And then once I got too hot, I came in, took a shower, and got started with my day. It was the best. And I had hot coffee out there. So, you know, my husband thought I was real crazy. He's like, baby, you don't want no ice water? I wanted my morning coffee. Here's how we're going to season the meat. We'll go ahead and season this side. And then I want the spices to seep down into this beautiful beef for about, let's just say 10 minutes before I even begin to fry it, right? So let's get our bouillon powder on. We'll flip it over and season the other side when it gets in the pan, you know. Just like this, a nice amount of black pepper. Make it flavorful. Let's go ahead and slice up our fresh vegetables. I got a beautiful tomato, and it smells so good. It smells like it's right out of the garden. It's from Kroger's. I don't know if it's right out of the garden, but it sure smells fresh. I remember my dad had a garden growing up, and just smelling and looking at those fresh vegetables and being able to eat them is such a great memory that I have. I was so young when he had the garden. I didn't have to work in the garden, but my older siblings did, and they would do that before we would go swimming. Swimming pool opened up at 12 o'clock, and they would have like the yard work done, you know, and whatever fruits and vegetables that they picked out of the garden by 12 o'clock, and then we could go swimming. And it was a quarter to go swimming. So much fun. But if it was a day that I went to swimming lessons, that was at 9 a.m. in the morning. I would turn around and go to swimming lessons. After swimming lessons, the recreation center that was like literally right next door to the swimming pool would open up and they would give us free lunch. And it was the best free lunch ever, right? You would get like a ham and cheese sandwich. You would get a cookie and an apple, your choice of juice or milk, you know. And then we would wait for 12 o'clock. Once 12 o'clock came, then I was going back into the swimming pool, y'all. I was going back into the swimming pool. So when I went to swimming lessons that morning, I was packing I already had a packed lunch. So, because I knew I was going to be at the swimming pool all day. So when evening time came, I would have something to snack on. And I would have a little brown bag with probably like a bologna and cheese or peanut butter sandwich, chips and a zinger, whatever my dad would have packed for me that day. And I would stay at the pool all day long. I was truly a water baby. I was. Go ahead and cut some beautiful sweet Vidalia onions. There are some times that I'll put like sauteed onions onto my burger, but we want it cold today. We do. The lettuce is going to be the bun. It's going to be nice, fresh, and crispy, and super cold, right? I love that. If you've never tried a burger like without the bun and you use lettuce for the bun, it is so good, and I'm not kidding. Yes, you could use something like a romaine, but I feel like for a hamburger, if you can find iceberg lettuce, that's going to be best. I'm going to slice this onion just like so, and then I'm going to salt and pepper those tomatoes to make them taste even better. Let's find the most perfect leaves for our bread today, or our so-called bun. All right, I'm going to cut this top off. Just like that, and see what we can find. I'm always taking that top layer off. I don't want that. Let's see. Oh yes, nice and fresh. I can't stand when I send like Instacart to the store for me. I ask for a head of lettuce or something, and they bring it back and it's brown or it's not good. I'd be all mad. But I know they'd be thinking you should get up and go get it yourself if you don't like it. They probably think that. I ain't gonna say nothing to them, but I do always have a little note in the computer saying, make sure it's fresh. It should never be brown. And it's nice and hot. The spices got to sit with the hamburger for about, 12 minutes or so. That sizzle right there means we're moving in the right direction. I'm so excited for this burger. Go ahead and season this other side of the burger. And here's the thing, when you're making a burger, y'all, you smashing it, you smashing all that juice out that you're gonna love, right? I don't smash my burger. Years ago when I was super young, I was smashing burgers, but then I quickly found out, especially when I went to culinary arts school, that if you smash the burger, smashing that good juice out that you would want, right? So I don't do it. I do not mess with it. Let it get that nice crust, right? And then once you see that, you go ahead and flip it over. I have been known to want a burger that has just a little slightly pink line going through the middle. I don't like my burger raw, so don't think that I want it raw. No, I don't want it too cooked, too hard, to where it's dry. I don't want a dry burger. And so I strive every time I make a burger to make it nice and juicy. And one of the best tricks, I know we just talked about it, but leaving it out at room temperature just for a couple minutes really makes a difference on how juicy your burger is. Go ahead and take this time to salt and pepper those tomatoes to make them taste good. It really makes a difference. But, if you can't use the salt, I totally understand. Let your family and friends salt and pepper their own if you want. Like my husband's going to want some fresh pickles. So I'm going to go ahead and take a couple out, maybe put 2 or 3 onto his sandwich. Hear from you all. I want to know what's your favorite toppings on your burger. So if you could have the ideal burger, or if you're making one or you have somebody else make it, what's the ideal ingredients that you're putting on yours? Is it going to be the typical, lettuce, tomato, and pickle? Or is it going to be just something totally different, like bacon and mushroom, right? There's so many different fun ways that you can make a cheeseburger taste good. It really is. So I wanted to tell you all, I did show you that we're going to be using the mustard and the mayonnaise. That'll be for my husband. He's not a fan of the ketchup, but I had to whip the ketchup out because I have to have ketchup and mayonnaise on my burger. How about you guys? Burgers off. They smell so good. How many of y'all love a burger on a grill? Well, I mean, I'm saying, here's what I'm saying. Do you love a burger more on the grill or in a frying pan? Sometimes I feel like I just want a burger on the grill, but then there's other times I say that frying pan is going to get it how I want it. Oh yeah. To show you all how the burger stayed exactly how I patted it. It did not race because we put that little dent in the middle. I always do that. Let's get these burgers out. I am so excited, y'all. I done already took a piece off of one of the burgers, you know, just to taste it, and it tastes so good with that bouillon powder, and it's perfectly cooked, not overcooked. So now I'm gonna hurry up and make this sandwich. I want my husband to have it while the meat is still hot. So I've chosen some good pieces for our buns today, okay? And we're gonna just take the bun, and I gotta grab cheese. A lot of people like to melt their cheese. I like for my cold cheese to just melt however it's gonna melt. I feel like when it's too melty, you can't taste it. And see, Burger King, I love their burgers. We all do, right? They don't melt their cheese before they give it to you. They put it onto here, and however it melts, I'm happy with it because I can taste it more this way. So let's go ahead and put it into our bottom bun. Oh, are you kidding me? Ooh, wait. You can kind of tuck it in a little bit if you want, you know, kind of make it look a little bit more pretty, so to speak. Okay, and then we're going to take this lovely sweet Vidalia onion. Oh my goodness, don't skimp on it because it tastes good. And then we turned around and we salt and peppered this gorgeous tomato, put that on. I'm gonna put the tomato on top of the cheese. There we go. And then onions on top. Don't forget the pickles. Are you kidding me? For this one, because this one's my husband's, let's go ahead and put Kewpie mayo. Ah, yes, baby. It's calling my name. I'm ready for it. It's so good. I'm squeezing this into the trash if you guys are wondering where it's going. There we go. And there you have one of the most delicious burgers that you can make for this lovely hot weather. I'm going to take that hard piece out. I'm going to cut it. Don't worry. I know you can't see it right now, but watch this. This is so much fun. And baby, I had the camera on when I kind of took my knife and went around it to make it look more desirable. Watch this. Let me know if you're going to try this burger. Yes, I know. If you enjoyed today's video, give me a thumbs up. Tell the world what Gina Young's doing in his kitchen every single day. And Father, on today, we thank you for this lovely lunch. Oh, Father, I thank you for your hedge of protection, your love, your mercy, your time and your understanding. We thank you, Father, for your blessings and your lessons. I thank you for what you've already done in my life and what you're getting ready to do. Amen. When I come back, we're ready to taste. You're ready to taste. We're about to go in on this thing. Watch this. Oh my goodness, it's the ultimate. Fire.